Hello and welcome student in my YouTube channel IQ Geography. In today's topic we are going to discuss about climatic condition of India. So as you all can see here in this map, different types of climate is shown with different uh, short forms. Like for monsoon type of climate it is mentioned as AM, tropical savanna type AW, and so on. So these are the various type of climatic condition that can be seen in this climatic map of India. So we are not going to discuss all this type of climate in this topic. We are going to discuss what are the basic season in India apart from the distribution of rainfall, etc. First of all, let us see important content that we are going to discuss in this topic. So first of all, we'll introduce the climatic condition of India. Secondly, we'll discuss the factor influencing the climate of India, and we'll discuss the different seasons in India, and lastly we'll study the distribution of rainfall. Let us see first the introduction. So I think by now you are much familiar with the term weather and climate. So weather is a day-to-day phenomena or the day-to-day atmospheric condition, whereas climate is the average of the weather element for 35 years or more. So if we see the weather condition of North India and South India, it is very different, as well as it is very different as well as the east and west of India. It is totally different. It is due to the difference in their climate. So climate of North India and South India is different, as well as the climate of East and West India is totally different from one another. Now the climate of India shows a wide range of weather condition. It is because of its extensive size and varied physical features. So our land is this our country is the seventh largest country in the world in terms of its area. So it has vast east-west extension as well as north-south extension. So due to its vast size, and we have different kinds of physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys. So all this brings a lot of variety in the climatic condition of a country. So climatic condition and weather condition determines the food habits, crop grown, dresses that we wear, natural vegetation cover, as well as wildlife, etc. So throughout the country we have variety of culture, we have variety of food habits, different kinds of crop grown, different type of dresses that we wear, and variety in natural vegetation. So those variation is basically due to the differences in climatic condition in our country. Now the climate of India is basically controlled by the two main factors, that is the Tropic of Cancer and the Himalayas. So these are the two main factors that control or determine the climatic condition of India, that is Tropic of Cancer and the presence of the Great Himalayas. Now let us see one by one about all this. What are the factors that influence the climatic condition of India? First of all, we'll start with latitude. So latitude plays a very important role in determining the climatic condition of India. We know that Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north, almost divides India into two equal half. So this latitude, the regions to the north of this latitude experience subtropical type of climate, and the regions that lies to the south of this Tropic of Cancer experience tropical type of climate, due to which the southern part of India, or the southern part of Tropic of Cancer, experience warm tropic climate, whereas the northern part of India experience it experience subtropical type of climate, where summers are hot and winters are cold in some part of northern India. So this is how latitude of India controls the climate of India. Secondly, altitude. Now altitude also plays a very important role in controlling the climate of India. So we know that temperature increases with temperature decreases with increase in altitude. So let's take an example of Srinagar and Delhi. Srinagar is colder than Delhi. The reason behind this is Srinagar is situated at higher altitude in the Himalayan region, whereas Delhi lies in the plain areas. So temperature decreases with increasing altitude. So as I already told you, it is called lapse rate. So if we climb or if we ascend 1000-meter height, temperature will decrease by 6.5 degree Celsius. So this is also termed as lapse rate. This is why some hilly stations like Simla, Mussoorie, Darjeeling, Manali, etc. These are cool throughout the year and are visited by the tourists during the summer season. Chennai example, one more example we can take it, that is Chennai is quite warm, but Ooty, being a hill station in the Western Ghat, enjoys cool and pleasant condition even during the hot summer month. So what I mean to say is altitude, whether it is in the same latitude, if the altitude is different, then there will be a variation in climatic conditions. So this is how altitude also controls the climate of India. Next is relief features. Relief features includes mountains, plateaus, plains, peninsula, etc. So relief feature influence the climate and distribution of rainfall. The presence of Himalayas in the north and the sea around the peninsula have played a major role in influencing the climate of India. The Himalayas prevent the cool or cold wind of Tibetan plateau from entering India. The mountain slope facing the rain-bearing cloud receives heavy rainfall, and it is also termed as windward side, so they receives heavy rainfall. On the other hand, the leeward side remains rainless. So this presence of this mountainous region distribute the rainfall or varies the amount of rainfall. So the side of the mountain which is facing towards the wind will experience heavy rainfall, whereas the opposite side or the leeward side remains rainless. So we have one example for this, that is Mumbai, being on windward side, receives higher rainfall, whereas Pune lies on the leeward side, so due to which it receives less rainfall. Now the seas and oceans around this India cause it to have a monsoon type of climate that we'll be discussing in the next slide. Now the next one is distance from the sea. So distance from the sea also has a major impact on the distribution of climatic condition of India. So places near the sea will experience cool breeze. This make the climate near the sea pleasant and equable type of maritime type of climate. So peninsular India, which is surrounded by large water bodies on three sides, obviously the area near the coastal areas will have moderating influence of the sea, and they enjoy equable type of climate throughout the year, not very hot, not very cold throughout the year. So the places which are away from the sea will have continental type of climate. And in the coastal areas the amount of humidity will be also higher, but as we go up to the interior part of the continent, then gradually the temperature increases, or the difference in the temperature range of temperature will change. Like in the summer it becomes very hot, winter it becomes very cold. Let me take an example of Delhi, which is away from the sea, has extreme type of climate, whereas the places which is near to the coastal area have maritime type of climate. Like Delhi and Rajasthan, they are away from this coastal influence or the sea influence, so due to which they have continental type of climate. And some part of northern part of Deccan Plateau also has extreme type of climate, but areas near the sea will experience maritime type of climate or equable type of climate. So this is how all these important factors controls the climatic condition of India. Once again, they are latitude, altitude, relief, and distance from the sea. Now let us discuss the important season of India. So basically in India we experience four major seasons: winter season, summer season, southwest monsoon season, which is also called rainy season, and retreating monsoon season, or it is also termed as autumn season. So let us discuss one by one about all the season in India in detail, from which month it starts. Okay, what are the consequences? What are the consequences of this particular month to the people of India, etc. So winter in India, basically it starts from the month of December and lasts up to February. So the northern India, being far away from the influence of the sea, experience low temperature, whereas the southern part of India has a tropical climate and is affected by the moderating effect of the sea. So as I already told you in the previous slide, that northern part of India, that is north of Tropic of Cancer, will experience a low temperature during the winter season and high temperature during the summer season, because it is far away from the influence of the sea, whereas the southern part of India has moderating climate or moderate climate due to the effect of sea. Temperature varies from 5 degrees Celsius to 12 degrees Celsius over the northern plains. Well, in the it is about 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius in the southern part of peninsula. So this temperature variation in the northern part is depending on places. To the higher altitude, the temperature may drops up to 5 degrees Celsius, even it go below freezing point depending on the places, like as stated in this line. In the higher range of Himalayas, the temperature can drop to freezing point and there can be snowfall. In the same time, cold wind blow over the northwest plain and thick fog disturbs normal life, especially the northern plains of India and northwestern plains of India, due to cold wave or cold wind to the northwest India disturb the normal life in these regions. High pressure develops in the same month. There will be a high pressure over the northern plains. So there is a difference, there is a relation between pressure and temperature. So as it is a winter month, temperature will be less, due to which pressure increases. So there will be high pressure in the northern plains of India and low pressure to the southern part of India, because southern part is still warm. Okay, so due to which what happen, wind will blow from high pressure to the low pressure. So this wind will blow from northeast to the southwest direction. So sometime little rain occurs over the northern plains. This is due to western disturbances. Now rainfall is experienced over the state like Punjab, Haryana and some adjoining regions, which help in cultivation of wheat. So let me tell you what is western disturbances in detail. As you all can see in this map here, so this side is your western side of India. So Mediterranean Sea you have here. So in the winter season, hot wind blowing over the Mediterranean Sea carries some amount of moisture from here, and this moisture laden wind will travel over this Gulf region and finally it reaches to the western part of India. So a kind of cyclonic wind develops in this area, so it gives rainfall in this part of India, in the western part of India. So this is called western disturbances. So from the western side, due to this is a tropical it's a kind of tropical wind that is blowing over these northern plains of India in the winter season. So due to which some amount of rainfall occurs in the state of Punjab, Haryana and some part of Rajasthan. So it help in the cultivation of wheat. Now this is all about the summer. This is all about the winter season in India. Let us discuss about summer condition in India. Now summer season starts in the month of March and ends by May. It is a time when sun's rays are vertical over Tropic of Cancer. Now during the summer season, sun will migrate over the northern hemisphere. So due to which sun is vertical over the Tropic of Cancer. So in the month of March and by the end of May, the summer season ends in India. So by this time, the sun is overhead over the Tropic of Cancer. Temperature increases rapidly. State like Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram, and whole of the southern India has an average temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. These are the state that has an average temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, point to be noted, not in northern part of India. These are some of the states where the average temperature remains 32 degrees Celsius. Whereas in the western India, temperatures shoot up to 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, as we move toward the western part of India, here during the summer month, temperature reach up to 50 degrees Celsius. Very hot wind blows. That is the name of this wind. Local wind is Lu. This blows over the Rajasthan, state of Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab. So anyone is exposed to this Lu, this hot wind, cause a lot of damage to the skin of the affected people. A short-lived gusty strong wind, which is locally called Kal Baishakhi, blows across the eastern India in the West Bengal, Assam, Odisha. This basically during the month of April to June. It brings torrential rainfall, means heavy rainfall and thunderstorms to West Bengal and Assam. This is very important to note. In the month of April to June, basically we consider it as a spring, the month of spring season. It brings heavy rainfall along with thunderstorm in the state of Assam, West Bengal and Odisha. So this is called Kal Baishakhi. So in the same period, in the same time, there are pre-monsoon shower in Kerala, which is termed as mango shower. It helps in ripening the mangoes. Important to note, pre-monsoon shower in the state of Kerala is called mango shower. It helps in ripening the mangoes. So this is why it is termed as mango shower. And in the state of Karnataka, it is termed as cherry blossom, because it helps in cultivation of they help in cultivation of coffee. So very important to note here, mango shower in the state of Kerala, cherry blossom in the state of Karnataka, and Kal Baishakhi in the state of West Bengal, Assam and Odisha. So as you all can see the situation in this image, what will be the situation of people in India during the summer month. Now let us discuss about the southwest monsoon season. So southwest monsoon season in India lasts between June to September. We call it as a rainy season, June to September. The hot and sultry condition continues over the subcontinent. So at this point of time, there will be high humidity as well as temperature will be very high along the subcontinents. Subcontinent means not only in India, adjoining countries will also have hot and sultry conditions, like Pakistan, some part of China, and in the eastern part like Myanmar, and some adjoining region will have hot and sultry conditions. There will be a low pressure condition over the northern part of India as well as southern part, which attracts wind from the sea and moisture laden wind from the sea known as southwest monsoon wind blows over the Indian landmass and brings rainfall. So this is in rainy season. As I already told you, in case of winter season there is a high pressure over the land, so wind will blow from land to the sea. But in this condition there will be a low pressure because temperature will be very high. If the temperature is high, the pressure will be low. So due to low pressure in the land, the wind will blow from sea towards the land. So after crossing the equator, this southwest monsoon, after crossing the equator, the Indian peninsula divides this wind into two branches. Namely, they are the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. So let us discuss about all these two branches in detail. So Arabian Sea branch, as you all can see in this map, so the wind blowing from the Arabian Sea will strike with the Western Ghat. As you can see here, it will strike with the Western Ghat. Okay, so it blows over the Arabian Sea and strike India from the west, and the west side of the Western Ghat gets heavy rainfall. State like Kerala, first is the first state to receive rainfall in this season. Very important to note, Kerala is the first state that receive rainfall due to Arabian Sea branch. Now this rainfall decreases one proceed eastward, that is, as it goes toward the eastward direction, as you can see here, this is an Arabian Sea branch. As it goes towards the eastern side, the amount of rainfall go on decreasing. Now eastern slope of the Western Ghat and the Deccan Plateau, which lies in the rain shadow region, gets less rainfall. So there is a Western Ghat here. So the eastern side of this Western Ghat remains dry due to the presence of this Western Ghats here. Now Bay of Bengal branch, let us discuss about Bay of Bengal branch now. So Bay of Bengal branch, now which proceed northeastward, you can see here this in this map, one is shown with the Arabian Sea branch and this is Bay of Bengal branch. It is blowing over the Bay of Bengal and it will strike near the Ganga Brahmaputra plain from here. So strike this, basically it strike the Arkansas here you can see is a range, mountain range in the eastern side in Myanmar, and it is deflected northwest side toward the low pressure area in the northwest India. So this wind, when it strike with Arkansas here, so it will deflect toward the northwest India. You can see here it is moving toward the northwest part of India. This wind brings heavy rainfall to the Garo Khasi Jayanti hills. You can also see here there is Garo Khasi Jayanti hills. So it gives heavy rainfall in this part as they get trapped into a funnels shaped arrangement of hills. So this wind get trapped here, so due to which there will be a vertical rise of the wind and gives heavy rainfall. Now Mosinaram in this region received the heaviest rainfall. It is approximately 1200 centimeter in the world. It lies in the windward side of the Shillong plateau. So this is why Shillong lies on the leeward side. See, Shillong lies in the leeward side or in the rain shadow of the same plateau, receives 250 centimeter of rainfall, whereas Mosinaram lies in the windward side, gets the heavy rainfall. So wind that proceed westward brings a less rain and less rain as they move on. So as they move on to the west side, the amount of rainfall go on decreasing. And the eastern coast area and the northeastern side includes West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, all receives rain from this wind. Later on it get deflect and travel up to Gangetic plains and meet with the Arabian Sea current over the Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir. India receives 60% of the total rainfall from the southwest monsoon. The entire country except Tamil Nadu experience rainfall brought by the southwest monsoon. This is important to note. Entire country receives rainfall except Tamil Nadu is not affected by the southwest monsoon. Okay, so this is all important point that I've discussed from the Bay of Bengal branch. Now let us move on to the next one, that is retreating monsoon. This is one more important point to remember, retreating monsoon. Now what is retreating monsoon? Now as I told you, in case of the summer time, that sun migrates toward the northern hemisphere, due to which it is vertical over the Tropic of Cancer. Now in this case what happened is sun migrates to the southward direction, that is towards the equator, away from the Tropic of Cancer. So it gets cooler. So obviously if the sun migrates toward the equator side, Tropic of Cancer becomes cooler. The rays of sun, the solar rays reach less in the Tropic of Cancer. So due to which what happened, the pressure belt also shift downward. So it becomes cooler and the wind reverse their direction and blow from the land to the sea. So in this time what happened, the wind will blow from land to the sea. So this wind pick up moistures as they pass over the Bay of Bengal. Let me show you in this map here. You can see here retreating monsoon. Now see here, during the monsoon, retreating monsoon, this wind is coming from the land to the sea. So as it is coming from land to the sea, it is picking up some moisture from here, you can see here. So as it is picking some moisture, it gets strike with Eastern Ghat and gives rainfall in this state, Tamil Nadu. So you can see here, this wind pick up moisture as they pass over the Bay of Bengal and brings rain to this eastern coast. So humidity is high after the monsoon rain, and the weather uh, becomes uncomfortable. So it is in the month of October. So in the month of October, the humidity is still high. So due to which it is termed as October heat, which continues in the entire month of October. Now temperature begins to decrease from the month of November onward. Along the coastal part of India, which becomes vulnerable to cyclonic activities, especially in eastern part of India. So eastern part of India is mostly affected, you can see in this image. So this is the eastern part of India. Eastern part of India is more likely to be vulnerable or zone. It is more affected by destructive cyclone during retreating monsoon. So cyclonic activities can be frequently seen here. Very high speed wind blows. There will be a heavy rainfall, especially in the deltaic region of Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So this is all about the different seasons that is experienced in different part of India. So let us see the distribution of rainfall now. So distribution of rainfall is not even throughout the country. As I already told you, there are a number of factors that controls the distribution of rainfall in India. So monsoon rains are generally in India, it is irregular. Sometimes there will be a heavy rainfall, sometimes no rainfall. Now depending on the changing in the climatic conditions. So they are irregular in terms of time of occurrence, in terms of distribution, in terms of amount of rainfall, and may vary from year to year. Some year uh, there will be a heavy rainfall. Some year there may not be a rainfall, proper rainfall. Sometime it may delay up to 1 month, or there are many other aspects related to monsoon rain. So this rainy season may not be a continuous one. At time there may be a break between spell of rain. They are called break in monsoon. So you'll be studying more about break in monsoon when you go to the higher classes. So you can also see in this map here, distribution map, rainfall distribution map here. Colored with blue is above 400 and light blue 200 to 400. Accordingly it is distributed, mentioning different colors. So the country with dark blue will experience not country sorry the regions with dark blue will experience heavy rainfall, that is about above 400 centimeter. You can see in the map also here. See, the area has been categorized based on the amount of rainfall. So area of heavy rainfall, so this region experienced more than 200 centimeter rainfall. This include the western coastal plains and the western side of Western Ghat. These are all the windward sides. Meghalaya hills, slope of the eastern Himalayas, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh and West Bengal. And the areas that receive moderate rainfall, that is up to 100 to 200 centimeter. This includes Arunachal Pradesh, northern part of Arunachal Pradesh, southern part of Tamil Nadu, and the middle Ganga Valley in Bihar and West Bengal are the states, the regions that experience moderate rainfall. And the areas that receive scanty rainfall, scanty means between 50 to 100, very less rainfall, 50 to 100 centimeter. This include the parts of Deccan Plateau, it's a dry area including Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, eastern part of Rajasthan and Punjab. And there are some areas that receives less than 50 centimeter of rainfall. These are all deserts and semi-desert regions, like part of northern part of Kashmir, southern part of Punjab, western part of Rajasthan, and the rain shadow areas of Western Ghat in the Deccan Plateau. So this is how the rainfall is distributed in the entire country. As you all can see in this map also, this is the rainfall distribution map of India. So hope you have understood the climatic division of India and the seasons and the distribution of rainfall. So the rest topic, that is about natural vegetations and wildlife, will be discussing in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. If you have any queries related to this topic, feel free to ask in the comment box. I'll make a separate video on that for a better understanding. Thank you, all of you.